Hello, my friends. How are we doing today? Sorry, I was just trying to make sure that we are a-okay before we get started. Sorry, I'm going to make the camera shake just 1 second. Hello, Marcy. Hello, Patty. Oh, there is no specific coloring tips for the oranges, but we will go over that in a few minutes. Well, hello, my friends. Happy Thursday and welcome to Cards by TLC. My name is Tammy Savello and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of the San Francisco Bay Area. And if you're watching Thursday, May 23rd at 11 a.m. Pacific time, you are watching live. I just want to make sure that we're okay on camera. Sorry about that. I was bumping with my computer and my laptop, and we should be good to go. And if this is your first time watching, welcome. And if you're joining us live, let us know where you're tuning in from if you're brand new. And if this is in the replay, do hashtag replay new viewer. I'm so excited about today's projects. Today we are playing with the Mediterranean Suite. This can be found on page 35 in your annual catalog. And if you are not currently working with a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like your free copy, just shoot me, just fill out the form in the description box below and I will get one out to you. If you received my newsletter earlier this week, I did mention that we were going to be playing with the Layers of Beauty bundle, but this paper was sitting on my table and oh my God, I couldn't resist. So this suite is so fun and super on trend right now. I actually went into TJ Maxx the other day and saw the blue tiles everywhere, which give me Italy, Greece, obviously Mediterranean vibes. And I'm also a lemon girly, so this suite, inspiring me to do a kitchen makeover. I've been wanting to do a kitchen makeover for a long time, so I think I'm going to go with the blues and the lemons. So bonus for that. This is like total inspiration on this. So this paper is so amazing, and let me kind of show you really quick because the catalog sometimes just does not do it justice. So we have our oranges and we have some bloom flower paper and of course the lemons. Ugh. The dies, however, they actually, so the bundle is citrus blooms and it's a cling mount stamp set, and the dies cut out these two oranges and the flower images. So it also cuts out the oranges only. I wish it cut out the lemons as well, but it does cut out the oranges on here. So we have these two, a larger die, and then like the trio die. Where is it? It cuts out. Come on, Tammy, line this up correctly. There we go. The trio die and the singular orange. I wish it cut out the lemons, but the lemons are super easy and you can actually fussy cut those out. I'm so excited to use the lemons today, and even my blind self can cut out those lemons. Good morning, Shannon and Jenny. Welcome. Okay. Oh, and also, hold on just a second. I was just reading comments. I was making sure I had my little squirrel moment. Also, these dies cut out. Let me show you. It also has this border die, these amazing borders. And let me close the catalog. I'm going to kind of show you what you do with these borders. They're so pretty. So you take a quarter panel sheet, and then what you do is you layer all of these on there. And you want to line that up just so. And I would highly, highly recommend if you have some Post-it tape or some washi tape. I use these little Post-it flags to hold that down in place, because what it does, I have it off to the side here, it actually die cuts a nice little border piece for you. It die cuts this beautiful, beautiful border. It also kind of has this little fun edge piece. A lot of people just throw this away, but I kind of spy like a label, or if you want to do this in green, maybe some grass. And then it has a solid die piece that could be a fun little background piece. But this die right here, you could cut out a solid, like solid back panel piece, and look how fun this would be. Like, say if you took like this paper and put that on top with a label, wouldn't that be a lot of fun? Little tile piece. So you have options with this die. So I'm excited about this die and seeing what kind of creations it has. It also cuts out the florals, and it cuts out these individual leaves that you can add to your projects for backgrounds. But a lot of fun and a lot of excitement there. It's totally versatile, totally versatile. So we are going to look at the projects. That's what we are here to do. Let me get this stuff out of the way, get all of the things out of the way. And I have misplaced my projects. Oh my God. Hold on just one second. They might be in the other room. Talk amongst yourselves. I am so sorry. Nothing like leaving the projects in the other room. I was at my computer in the other room, and sorry about that. Here are our projects that we are creating today. So we have a fun slimline card. We have a card with that background, and then of course the lemons. And I don't know if you can see that, but I added some Wink of Stella to that project. And then this was inspired by a layout in the catalog, and I'll show you when we get to this project. But let's go ahead and get started on our first project, and we are doing a slimline card. Now don't worry, all of the sizes and dimensions will be on my blog at cardsbytlc.com tomorrow, May 24th. So we have our card base, and this is a Night of Navy, and this is 7.5 by 9, and it is scored at 3 3/4. So again, 7.5 by 9, scored at 3 3/4. We have a basic white panel for the inside, and this panel piece is 3.5 by 8 3/4, and that is for the inside. We also have a strip of designer paper. This is a 1/2 inch by, I guess it would be 8 3/4. And then our panel piece is cut at 3.5 by 8 3/4. So it's the same as the inside piece. So if you are doing another slimline card and you want to make a basic white card focal point and not have this layer, that would be your size. And then I have already, with the magic of TV, pre-stamped and colored, but this piece is 3 1/4 by 8.5. So that is going to fit on there. So if you notice, let's turn this right side up. If you notice, I made a little bit of a change from the original. The original had these fun little tile background things, and they're fun. They were cute, but I just thought it was more, I don't know. This one seemed, it was off to me. And so I like it. It's great for an option, and it makes great background pieces, maybe like a tone on tone. But I thought it would be more fun to just add that extra orange there. So that is what I did. And what I did was, for the orange, Patty, you were looking for coloring tips. Here's my coloring tip. I colored it solely in dark pumpkin pie because I wanted that bright, vibrant color. And then I came in with my blends, my color lifter, and I just kind of like colored on directly onto that. So that is my tip for these oranges. And it's simple, and it's no like super long coloring school that needed. It's one solid color and using the color lifter in certain areas. And that is all I did with that. And then for my leaves, I did the dark and light old olive. So I just went in with the light old olive, and then you could see where the veins were. I just went in with the dark. And then for my flower, I just did the dark lemon lolly in the center and a solid light lemon lolly. So no super duper stressful fancy coloring on that. You can have fun with it. I have to be honest with you, I need new pumpkin pie blends, so I couldn't really play with the light and the dark, so had to go with what I could at that point in time. And then the sentiment, the birthday wishes, is actually from the Simply Said stamp set. And let me just quickly get out my catalog really quick and show you where that is at. That is actually on page 19, and that is paired with the Mix and Match ephemera packs. So that is the sentiment set from that. So that is where I got that sentiment because I wanted to do a birthday card. So this first card is going to be quick and easy and simple. And we are going to start with adhering our strip to the inside panel piece. I'm sorry you were looking for some major coloring tips, but I didn't really have one for you. Just, you know me, I like to do things quick and easy and simple. Marcy said, I wish there were masks for this set. Would have been a great tool to add depth and dimensions. You are absolutely right, Marcy. I think that would be a lot of fun, just like building up that. That would give us a lot of depth and dimension. Shannon says, yippee, enough to color for me. And Connie, oh, thank you. So glad you're here today and joining me. I know, wouldn't that have been so amazing? Oy. Okay, now we're just going to add our panel to the inside, just like so. And then I'm going to bring in my bone folder, sorry for the reach, guys. Crease that edge. And then come in with good old Tom. Look how pretty this paper is. I almost want to get one set for, I know you get 2 of each page. I almost want to get one set for just the blues and one set just for the citrus. There we go. And then I'm going to come in and stamp my birthday wishes in Night of Navy. Just right here in the center. I don't know, which one do you guys like? Do you guys like that extra orange, or do you like the one with the tiles? I would love to know in the comment section which one you guys would love. Gotta love Tom. Tom is so reliable and has a good time in my craft room. And for those of you just tuning into my channel, I hope you stay. I like to goof around a lot, and we call our Tombow glue Tom in our crafting studio. Okay, and then because it allows him to wiggle. You like the extra orange. Jenny likes the extra orange. I know, I really do too. I'm glad I kind of thought of that. It just last night when I was coloring. And the reason why I did this off camera is because it took me about 20 minutes to color this with my vision. So that is our first card, first and foremost. The suite does come with some amazing embellishments, but unfortunately those are not available at this point in time, so I did not include them on the projects. I didn't think they really needed them, so we are good to go with project number 1. Okay, project number 2 is going to be quick and easy as well, because I have already pre-fussy cut out those lemons, but they are so easy to do. Even my little blind self was able to fussy cut those lemons. And then this stamp is actually from the Perennial Postage Dies, and it's the smallest label. So I just did a nice little hello on there, and let's get our little border out. And it's all about just gluing down these projects, stamping our sentiment of hello. And I'm going to bring in just this little ink pad, or this pad, because I want to protect my surface. I don't want to get ink on it since it's such a small little area. You could stamp it and then die cut, but I just happen to die cut it out for you. Okay, let's get that straight. Trying to do this through the camera. And we got it. Whew. That always makes me nervous. Shannon, the envelope that you would use, I would actually use like the business envelopes, the long skinny business envelopes. I might actually have one here. Hold up. I do. These envelopes. So that would just fit in there nicely. You can make one, but I would just get these. You can even get them at the Dollar Tree. So in fact, that's probably where I got these, the regular long business items. I know. Jenny, that was a real hard task there, and it stamped it straight. So that's even like an extra bonus there. Okay. So we are just going to add some glue. A fine tip glue would work great if you want to use self-adhesive sheets on these. I honestly, I wouldn't, just because it's really like tedious on pulling apart, and I feel like the self-adhesive sheets would make it more challenging to come apart, but you could use a fine tip glue on this. I'm just lightly coming in and hoping Tom doesn't get a little extra zealous here. But I'm just going to add just a little bit around quickly. You could take a sponge dauber and your silicone craft mat and use that as well. So you do have gluing options on this. And I will check. I just saw a comment come up. Did you use the, oh, I did not use the dryer sheet technique. I probably should have, but I didn't. That's actually a good point. A dryer sheet technique would be fantastic for this. And you just lay that down. Tom is doing just fine. I agree. Okay, and now we're going to come in and put some foam adhesive sheets on the back of this. My little bucket of foam adhesive. sheets. The dryer sheet technique is where you put a dryer fabric sheet, the dryer sheets in between the die and the cardstock. So when you're die cutting, it goes through and you can like brush it using, and I cannot find my brush tip attachment that goes to my take your pick tool. But you use it under the paper when you're die cutting, and the rest of the sandwich is normal, like, oh, as Patty just posted. So you use that and it usually comes out really nicely. But I need to order a new brush tip because Lord knows where it's probably with my Disney bone folder. So who knows where my brush tip is? It's so amazing how stuff just gets lost in this craft. No, it's not amazing, because if you saw my craft room, you would understand why. But we won't discuss that. I know, Patty, I misspoke. I meant to say underneath the cardstock. And then I'm just going to kind of come in. I think we actually need to raise up our little, hold up, gotta move our little first die cut right up to that edge there. And then we need to come in here. Come on, little guy, let go. And then I just kind of did that, and then I came in and added, I think I just added just a Stampin' Dimensional. Let me see if I have a little baby piece. Actually do have a little baby strip down here. And we'll trim that. Excuse the reach, my friends. I hope you don't hear my cats in the background. They are playing rodeo right now. Okay, and then I just came in right over the top, and I think these would make fun, amazing gifts for someone. You could package up like maybe a box of 6 of them and do like a combination of the lemons and orange. Oh, we forgot the queen of the project here, our Wink of Stella. I just came in and just added some shimmer because, of course, why not? Just come in here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. She just went a little crazy there. That's my fault. Never do it on the project, my friends. We have a lot of shimmer now. Maybe she's been partying too much with Tom. I know, I'm really crazy right now. Woo! I think I might have to... Do I have a piece of Kleenex or a dry baby wipe right here? No, let me just take... We gotta clean up a little bit of that shimmer. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, well, that one has a lot of shimmer on it. But there we have project number 2. This is live crafting, my friends. This is what you get. Stella got out of control. Clean up on aisle 9. You are absolutely right, Shannon. It was crazy. Okay, well, that is project number 2. And hopefully when you do it, you won't have Stella go a little bit crazy. Stella and Tom apparently have been partying way too much. Okay, all right. I need to reel it back in and finish up this video. Okay, here is project number 3. And let me show you where Stella got her groove back. You guys are killing me right now. Okay. Let me show you where I got the inspiration. Okay, I can't stop laughing right now. Out of the catalog. So on page 22 and 23 in the catalog, you have some layouts, and you can totally have fun with these layouts. But I really got the kind of the layout from this Regals inspo, but it kind of looks like this one too. But I put the circle more in the center. So between this and this, without the bow, that is the inspiration that I kind of pulled from. And if you guys are always looking for inspiration, not only is there Pinterest, but your catalog has a lot of ideas. So that is it, my friends. That is where I got the inspo on that. Let me go over what we've got going on here. We have a top folding card base in basic beige. This is a brand new neutrals color. And I actually am surprised I'm using basic beige as a card base. I was not a fan of this, but this paper has the basic beige undertone background of that. So I thought it really paired really nicely with this project. So I have 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 5 1/2. Or folded in half. And then 3 Night of Navy panels, and those are cut at 1 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then we have our 3 strips of DSP, and it's easy to start with like a 3 by 5 panel piece and then just cut them into 1-inch strips. So these are 1 inch by 5, and those lay just right on top. And then we have this circle die, and this is actually from the Nature Spotlight of Nature's dies. These dies, if you do not have them in your crafting arsenal, these are fantastic. I love me some circle dies. And you get so much bang for your buck. You have 3 different designs in various sizes, and you get a total of 12 designs. So I actually ended up using, this is probably one of my favorite sizes because it's the perfect size for a front card base. This size covers it more. So if you're looking for just a solid, really large image, these larger circles work fantastic. But you have little flowers, these embossed little dashes, and then you have the little dashes. So you have 3 different designs in various sizes. So these are fantastic. And I love me some circle dies. I'm all about the circles. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, you could totally, yeah, please, Connie, if anybody who's watching my videos, please case and then tag me when you make them at cardsbytlc, and I would love to see what you guys come up with. And then I have just a little scrap strip of basic beige that I stamped my sentiment, and then I have already pre-cut out of that amazing paper the larger oranges. So this one again is a quick and easy put together. Again, you can make a bunch of these, package them up. They make great, fantastic gifts. I will be doing that. Craft fair season behind me is up above, and I want to get a jump start ahead of things because I will be busy this season. And I do have an upcoming craft fair in my local town at the end of July. So I think these would be fantastic. Maybe like back to school teacher gifts for that. And again, I just stamped all the love in Night of Navy, and I just trimmed those up just at an angle like so. And I'm even going to save this because I could probably get one more out of this. So I'm going to put that off to the side, stamp that, and make another card out of that. So now it's all about just piecing together. I'm going to start by adhering the DSP to my strips, and then I'll show you kind of a trick of how I kept it evenly spread out. This paper is so stunning. Like, I was doing the Layers of Beauty bundle and I saw this paper and I was like, I think I want to play with that one instead this week. We still will do the Layers of Beauty. Don't worry. It might just be a blog post, but I could not resist this paper. Spotlight of Nature is amazing. Well, good, Jenny. I'm glad this paper is starting to grow on you and I'm getting my fingers all gunked up. It's funny because I was watching Jenny here in the chat, one of her lives last week, and I was commenting how amazing she did on lining those up. And just as I was typing that in, she messed up. I felt so bad. I felt like I jinxed her. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my card base and I'm going to do the outer parts first. And you might already know this tip, but if you are looking for something to lay out, and I'm leaving just that like even amount of space around there, and I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing to this side, and then I will add my center sentiments. It was perfect timing. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball that and see where we stand right there. Looks pretty even to me. And then I'm going to come in smack dab in the middle and lay that down. I always start with the outer. If you're doing like panels like this, always start outward and work your way in. It's a lot easier and you'll be less cranky if things don't line up. And there you go. Perfect panels. Okay, now we're just going to come in here and add some Tom. And then I'm going to pop my oranges up. Get my little bucket. A lot easier than 500 dimensionals. And then I just kind of centered that right there. And then came in with our sentiments. And I did it more so right about there. And this would be a fun one to add dimension or embellishments to if you would like to. If you have those embellishments, they're fantastic. But let's go ahead and bring in all three projects, not the one that had a bunch of glimmer on it. And I would love to know in the chat, and especially if you're watching the replay, which of these projects you like. 1A, 1B, or 2 or 3. So those are our three projects. Oh, good. I'm glad you love the tip. So I would love to know in the chat what your what your favorite one is. I kind of have to say I'm a lemon girly, so I might be partial to my little lemon card. But hey, I would love to know in the chat. And I'm so thankful that you guys joined me today. I'm sorry that you guys missed me last week. I was prepping for our in-person summertime fun class. And I'll have to show those projects next week because I don't have them near me. Connie loves number 3. So everybody, the 3rd. Okay, great. Everybody's liking number 3. I love that. That one's a tie between these two. And this one I actually fell in love with, like, when I took out this portion. That was just my thing. Patty loves number 2. Okay, you're with me. You're with the lemons. I know this whole lemon inspiration, I'm so excited to redo my kitchen. I'm such a lemon girly and I'm a blue girly, so the two married together, oh, so excited. Well, my friends, thank you again for joining me today. If you like today's project, please be sure you hit that like button. That helps my channel grow. And if you have not yet hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button. We had reached that milestone last month of 1K follower or subscribers. I'm headed towards that 2K mark, so I'd love your help with that. Thank you all again for being here this week. I hope you all have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend. I hope you get out and enjoy it. And I will see you all next week for more creative fun. Bye, everyone.